fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Buffalo Bills and the Arizona Cardinals. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Ready? 56, right there, right there. Kill, kill, kill. Kill, kill.
Now the first carry for Devin Singletary. And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Chandler Jones has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
On 3rd and long, it's Allen. He's got the connection to Cole Beasley. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. They get 13, but it's not nearly enough. And it'll be 4th down. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Check nickel, nickel, nickel. Check 15.
Taylor, a beautiful fake. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
I would say that's what you call a whole lot for a little, huh?
When you bust that move out of the bag, you hope for more than 4 yards, but hey, 4 is what he got.
49.
So don't say nothing.
Jam, 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 jam. 80 weapon.
On 2nd down now, it's Taylor. And some room to roam now. He's got the lane, and there he goes. Touchdown, Cardinals. A great play there. His 17th touchdown now on the season as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. So the shotgun snap to Allen. And the grab by Croft. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down.
Here we go, G.
Throwing now is Allen. And he will find his man on the outside. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
Hey, C6.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And he completes it to the tight end, Knox. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down. Allen going to come to the line here, 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game.
Watch a slant. Watch a slant.
They'll run on first down with Singletary. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
56 is the mic.
Hey, Charlie.
Mike's 50. Mike's 50.
Throwing on 2nd down. Allen. This pass complete to Higgins. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 33.
56.
Allen going to come to the line here, 1st and 10. And he's hit on all 5 of his pass attempts on this drive so far. Allen going to give this one to Singletary. Working his way for a gain of 7 to the 26. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
58's the mic. 58's the mic. I don't think you got it, son.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Allen letting one go deep for the end zone. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for this with Singletary. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 12 yards that time and a Bills first down. A much different second drive here, Charles. They go 3 and out the first time. This time they've been able to sustain something downfield.
And that's what often happens. You get the game started. You know, you have to get your footing underneath you. You have to get...
Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. Allen. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
And there's a good opportunity to just want to ride there. A drop pass. I guess that's why they call them running backs and not catching backs.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Allen. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Byron Murphy, the first pick of the 2nd round there defensively.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. A few issues here on the offensive line. Apparently, he got sacked 5 times last week. They got to him here in the first quarter.
And I would think that running the ball would be paramount here because it's a different team they're facing, but they watch the film as well. So they'll take many of those same principles and try and apply them in this game to see if they fixed what was wrong with them in the last game.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Murray now to throw. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
Incomplete. Brings up third down and 20.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now Murray off play action. And he is going to go down. They sack him on the final play of the first quarter. Here comes the Cardinals punter now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got to like what they've been doing along the way, right? It's almost like the body blows, the setup punch. As you said, they didn't get the knockout blow here, but that doesn't mean it can't come later in the game on another possession. And the defense on the other side.
Maybe a little gas,
yeah,
right?
A little tired. And if nothing else, they just feel relieved getting upfield only giving up 3. They don't exactly feel like they've handled the offense.
Looking to throw on second down. Allen, and incomplete. He tried to leave it underneath, nearly got picked. They may be lucky to have that one back. Third down. The Bills on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. To the air, Allen. And that will be incomplete.
They had enough yards for the first down, but a clutch hit right there defensively. Jars it free. No first down.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. This will be fielded at the 17. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Ryan Kerrigan, he's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
After the sack on first down, Murray brought in here by Tyler Eifert. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
The Bills bring out a couple of extra defensive backs to defend this 3rd down play.
Yeah, they're going dime.
Here I come again. Here I come again.
At 58 is the mic. Going 58 is the mic.
From the gun on 3rd down, Murray able to find Isabella. 12 yards the pickup. Good enough for an Arizona first.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
On first down, Taylor. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. A Cardinal first down on a gain of 13. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Throwing on first down is Murray. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. A good pickup there, a 22. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
On second down, it's Taylor. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a good gain of 11. Sets them up first and goal.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Set, ready. 10, touchdown. 50, Mike, 50. Double, double. 64. Wait. No. Off.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
At the 9-yard line.
Now from the 9, here's second and goal.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Check three.
Undercut.
Running, it's Drake. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Third and goal, it's Drake. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to fourth down. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half, as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. They had it first and goal, 3 attempts, couldn't get it in, so they settle for 3.
Yeah, the field tends to shrink a little bit the closer you get to the goal line, doesn't it? It doesn't sound right. It sounds a little counterintuitive. But you run out of space to run the deep route, so they can just sit on the shorter stuff if you're going to throw it. If you want to run it, there's just not as much space. They end up having to take 3 there.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up first and 10. Allen going to throw. Open man is Higgins. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7. To throw, it's Allen. And this one caught by Beasley. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. Allen going to try and throw on third down. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up fourth down.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt.
At their own 16-yard line.
ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Mike's 49. Mike's 49.
Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there, man. 49, guys. Mike, 49.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. This one complete to Christian Kirk. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
He'll take a shot for the end zone. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one.
Mike's 40.
Murray looks to throw again, 2nd and 10. And the catch good. It's Eifert. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. And into the red zone now. And, Charles, they told us offense in the red zone was a focus this week in practice.
A huge priority, and the key was to get points, so you know that all the time during the week they talked about executing, taking care of the football.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half.
And that's caught inside the 35. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Hey, exit. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
A final shot before half for Allen. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. The Cards with a lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started. This will be taken in at the 1. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters, as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace, because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Go.
Who's that? Is that yours? Who's that?
50's the Mike.
From the 27, Murray. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Check 43. 61. Match box. Right. Check. Crunch. Crunch. 80 weapon. Check. Go. Check. Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
On third down, Taylor. And he's going to be stopped short of a first down as they'll get to him at about the 33. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be fourth down.
They tried their best to pick up that 3rd and 1, but their surge wasn't enough to counteract what came back at them from the defensive side, was it?
Offensive line, especially in the middle, looked like they were on skates a little bit when that one started.
So now we bring up 4th and inches. This would be a critical call.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
34. Right, 38. Let go. Me and you all day. I'm coming after you.
Allen will try again on second down. This will be caught by Brown. 12 yards that time, and a Bills first down.
Here we go.
Allen now 10 of 17 throwing the ball. He's got a 1st and 10.
Middle.
They'll run out of the gun with Singletary. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion. But he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
On 52. 34's the mic. He's coming.
Now on 3rd and 2, they're going to elect to throw with Allen. This one complete into the hands of Higgins. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 40.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. You have a guy that has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
A throw over the middle taken in. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. Allen now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he finds Beasley complete. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
58 to Mike. 58 to Mike.
Watch twist.
They run here with Singletary. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. Devin Singletary. His 6th touchdown of the season, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Hauschka adds the extra point, and we are even at 10 apiece. So all square here in this 3rd quarter as the kick's away. This is fielded at the goal line. Oh, what a move. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Jason Verrett, and the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
I think that interception happened for two reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
They'll run on first down. Singletary. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
I'm going back to you. 56. 56, right there.
Allen now looks to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. He has just been alone for opposing offenses to account for now 8 interceptions on the year.
I love that number because I always think of center field. You know, when I hear 8, because that's the position you write in the scorecard in baseball. And what do good center fielders do? Take away all the alleys, right? They range deep and make a whole lot of great catches.
A throw left side to start the drive is complete. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Pick it up. Check.
Swing. Come on, switch it.
Under 10. Under 10.
Show an 8.
Watch out. Watch out.
The give to Taylor.
Go. Run.
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. A Cardinal first down on a gain of 13. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 41. Here's Taylor. Able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37.
Yeah, baby.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Watch tight end. Hey, we got
22, check, Bomber. 32, check, Bomber.
Peek in.
Now Taylor. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
And Gonzalez puts this one through. And they will take the lead at 13-10. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a couple yards deep, he'll go to a knee. He won't return it. And they'll take it out to the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56. Watch the run. Watch the run.
Allen now on first down. This pass complete to Higgins. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. Here's Allen to throw it. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Hassan Reddick has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
Go, go.
Time to go, night.
Another try after the first down sack. Allen, he's got Higgins over the middle. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't
Yeah,
they?
when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
Over the middle, complete. That's Higgins. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 37. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10.
They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer. Y'all playing the wrong football. Watch twist, watch twist, watch twist.
Hey, home. Let's go.
Bravo.
Mike 34. Mike 34.
And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. It's just me and you. There's the mark. Hey, let's get in them holes. Back. Protein spill. Stop. 34's an hey, wahoo. Check him. Watch the pass.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. Here's Higgins out on the right side. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo first down. Allen now 5 for 5 on the drive. He's responded after the interception. It's 1st and 10.
Five wide. Let's go. Hey, go Mike 34. Mike 34.
Watch the run.
Now Allen again.
Check this guy.
He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Round 80.
56, right there. 56. Hey, man. Watch the boot.
Kill. Turn up. Kill.
Half 85.
Watch the whip.
Hey, tight.
Grab.
Looking to throw again on second down. Allen. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked by Deontay Thompson.
Well, I don't think we'll have to look very hard to find our play of the game. That was an absolutely monstrous big play right there. Backs to the wall. The offense has it in the red zone, driving for the winning score. And he says, not on my watch. And that is one happy bunch on the sidelines.
Mike's 50. Mike's 50.
Watch the curl. Watch the curl. Watch the curl. Hey, no, look, we got Mike 50. Mike 50, huh?
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense. 50's the Mike. 50's the Mike. What? Go.
After the turnover, here's Murray. He's going to look deep down the field. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Cardinals. Andy Isabella, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Cardinals push further out in front.
When you start at your own 20, oftentimes defenses play you for the run. They stack the line of scrimmage. They decided, let's not run into that mess. Let's get outside, get to the perimeter, go high, wide, and handsome, and throw that bad boy downfield.
Beautiful ball, good catch, and then it was off to the races, one play, and in the end zone. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Get ready. Get ready.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Through the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but
and this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 45, and they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
Mike 50, Mike 50.
Check. Bravo. Check hot route. Hot. Let it go.
Back to throw it. Murray. He's going to fire one deep. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Andy Isabella, his second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
some people like to...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Chandler Jones racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. To try again after the sack. Allen finding Knox there, complete. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
He's going to find his running back. It's complete. Did they maybe play that too safely on third down? I know you don't want to just throw a ball blindly downfield, but that didn't help him a whole lot.
I think they probably said if it's open, take the shot. If not, get something safe because we do have fourth down to try and pick it up.
Now look at this, 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it.
It's out. 56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike.
I don't even know why this team showed up.
Mike. Hey, Haywood.
So they're going for it, and here's Allen. And it is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Cardinals will now take over with excellent field position.
Hey, hold on. Here we go. Let's bring it. Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's bring it.
Watch it.
Let's go. Fireball. Watch the ship.
On first down, it's Taylor. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
So it's a win here for the Arizona Cardinals, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that fourth quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the fourth quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for Arizona, the train just keeps rolling 9-0 now to start this campaign. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week. Meanwhile, for Buffalo, they are barely afloat as they fall to 4-5. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.